Hey, what's up, everybody? 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7 says to husbands that we're supposed to treat our wives with understanding as we live together. And what that means is it means to be a student of your wife. And if you're going to be a student of anything and anybody, you've got to be a good listener. And listening is so difficult because it requires patience. You have to have compassion. You have to have concern. You have to be interested in the one communicating. And it's the key to effective communication, being a good listener. So I like using the McDonald's drive-thru as an analogy to good listening skills. Whenever you go through a fast food restaurant drive-thru, particularly McDonald's, you go up to this first window area and you get to see what you can order, and then you go up to this like voice box and somebody will say, hey, my name is so-and-so, welcome to McDonald's, may I take your order? And then you say, hey, I want a number 4 without cheese and a large vanilla milkshake. And then they'll say, does that complete your order? You say yes. And then they'll say, okay, that'll be a number 4 with cheese and a large vanilla milkshake. And the reason why that is so brilliant is so that the order can get right before you drive all the way up to the window, pay the money, take the food, and then you drive off and you got cheese on your sandwich. And you clearly said without cheese. So you get to stay there at the first window till you get it right. Well, when you have a marriage relationship, there's communication that happens. And as a husband, when your wife says something to you, before you say what you want to say, make sure you tell her what you understood her to be saying. That's the McDonald's drive-thru analogy. But here's where the McDonald's drive-thru analogy falls short. The key is not just to be able to repeat what your wife says, it's to understand her. That's the key. The key to effective communication is not just being repeated, it's being understood. And so, for example, this is going to sound silly, but let's say your wife says to you, she says to you, 2, 4, 6, 8, then she stops and waits to see if you understand what she's saying. And then because you're using the McDonald's analogy, you say to her, you said 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, what you've shown her is you have the ability to repeat her, but what you haven't shown her is that you understand her. Because if you understood her when she said 2, 4, 6, 8, you would have said 10. That means you understand. So whenever you're listening to your wife, listen with the goal of understanding. Because at the end of the day, giving someone the gift of understanding is priceless. I'll talk to you next time.